Today I rise to present AB 1881, the California Indian Freedom Act of 2026. It seeks to ensure that California Indians can freely practice their religions and spiritual traditions on state public lands. As I have continuously echoed on this floor, California is home to the largest population of Native Americans in the United States, each with its own distinct culture and religion that has predated statehood. Yet for centuries, there has been a long-standing policy in this country and in this state that has allowed for the suppression of tribal spirituality and cultural expressions in an effort to assimilate the Indians by force, using slogans like "Kill the Indian and Save the Man." In fact, California was home to 13 federal Indian boarding schools that abducted Native children from their families, punished them for speaking their language, and prohibited them from practicing their spiritual practices. These boarding schools resulted in generational trauma that continues to plague and impact tribal communities to this day. Unfortunately, the legacy of Indian assimilation and cultural suppression still shapes present-day policy. Sacred sites are still being desecrated, developed, or made inaccessible. Many tribes remain separated from their cultural items and their ancestors that still remain on shelves at universities in the state of California. Tribal members are routinely questioned or harassed for wearing regalia or carrying ceremonial items in public spaces. Native students and their families still face obstacles or prohibitions on wearing regalia at graduation ceremonies, despite federal and state statutory protections that this body has approved. These are not isolated incidents. They are a direct result of state and federal policies that sought to erase Native American identity and religion. AB 1881 aims to afford Native Americans the same level of protection for their faith as we do for other religions in this country and in the state of California. The ability for many tribal communities through their faith depends on access to sacred sites to gather traditional plants and foods and enjoy the freedom to use their ceremonial items without being questioned every step of the way. AB 1881 establishes clear, enforceable standards that no state agency may substantially burden a California tribe's right to religious practice unless the state can demonstrate a compelling interest in doing so. Even then, it must do so by the least restrictive means possible. The bill ensures that state agencies allow access to sacred sites on state lands and permit gathering of traditional plants, foods, and other materials and essentials to tribal religious practices. The bill further protects the handling of sacred items and regalia, even on state grounds, including here at the state capitol. With all these things, my office has worked tirelessly with the opposition to address concerns. Opposition to California's First Peoples' rights to conduct ceremonies on a land that was stripped from them. I want to be clear, members. I want to be clear of what I am saying. In 2026, I have to write a law to give the rightful people of this land the right to assemble and practice customs and traditions on the land that is originally theirs. This bill, AB 1881, moves us in a forward direction to ensure that California's first people and their rights are moving forward in this day and age.
30 seconds.
We need to make sure that we stand united with California's first people. This land is theirs. This land is ours. It's time that we have to be able to allow them to move forward on land that was stolen, that was taken from them, to practice customs and traditions in the state of California. I ask for your aye vote.